I'm from Northern California, and a Christian, raised a Christian. Didn't always walk that path. Obviously, I don't know of too many people that were able to stay that true course for just their whole life. Some have, and that's amazing. But I had internal battles and demons and things that I had to deal with. So, but always very conservative by nature. Married my high school sweetheart right out of high school.
Wow.
So we just celebrated 27 years of marriage.
Congratulations.
Through literal hell.
Beautiful family, by the way.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you. Been through hell and back, but she held on. I held on, and we had faith that God would pull us through, and He did.
Kids?
2 daughters, yeah, 23 and
You're
25.
a girl dad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. I got
Congrats.
2.
Don't look
two
at his
daddy's
Instagram
girls.
profile because his daughters are beautiful, by the way. So
I'm not looking at nothing.
Yeah,
Don't worry
Adam,
about
seriously,
me.
with you, we have a code for Adam. Stick to Tinder. But go ahead, please
Done.
continue.
So, entrepreneur.
Bumble, I'm sorry. Please don't
Hinge.
get
Hinge
offended.
is actually
Hinge is in a
dope
way.
these
Go ahead. Entrepreneur.
Yeah, entrepreneur. Started my first company when I was 20. Had some semi-success. We're doing a couple $1 million a year in business. But when you got internal stuff in there, a lot of money, it can turn into a lot of problems and headaches. So long story short, getting to where my kind of social media platform started to grow. And hello to anybody out there on YouTube that's hearing me now, because I was banned about a month ago on YouTube. My YouTube page was unpublished. But what started it was right after the third debate between Trump and Hillary. I'm watching this debate. I'm hearing Trump talk. I'm hearing Hillary talk. And I'd seen and been paying attention to what I felt the mainstream media was doing, taking clips out of context against Trump and then painting him like this evil, racist guy, when everybody loved Trump before he ran for office as a Republican.
Yeah.
I firmly believe if he would have ran as a Democrat, they would have treated him like Obama, like the next coming savior is how they treated Obama. And I didn't vote for him. I was trying to wake people up. I have a chapter in my book when Obama became president. I cried, but it was a cry for of remorse, because of who I felt Obama was not the right leader for our country. But it was strange because it was also mingled with a black man just became president.
So it was bittersweet for you at
It
the
was
time.
very bittersweet.
Wow,
Yeah,
interesting.
more bitter than sweet. But yeah. Anyway, I tried to wake people up because for me, I've always believed and felt and known the same I think any child does towards a baby in the womb. A baby in the womb is a baby, whether it's inside or outside the womb. People know that. Kids know that. And I think science proves that now as well. So for me, there was no way that I could vote for a man that believed that abortion was okay, especially partial birth abortion. He voted in favor of partial birth abortion, Obama did. He voted against a bill that would have provided medical treatment to babies that survived abortions. And when I first found out he was running for president, I was excited. And my mom, thank God for good moms that pray for you and family that pray for you. She said, go research how he votes on the issues that matter to you. And so when I found those things out on his stance on abortion, I said, I don't care what color he is. He's not getting my vote. And I tried to wake
Now,
some
did you
people
grow
up.
up as a conservative? You grown up in the church? Were you?
Oh, I did until I was about 15, 16, and started drinking. And
Were you ever
drugs
a Democrat?
and-
Were you ever on the left? Were you ever
I was
somebody?
never really political.
When did you become political? At what age?
It was probably Obama. It was
Got it.
before '08, because I mean it was a big thing for the black community. There was a black guy running for president,
Yeah.
right? And I think most of the black community kind of woke up to saying, "What? Are
David,
you
literally
kidding me?"
pre-2011, you were never in politics. You didn't follow it.
No.
Wow.
I mean, I
08.
followed a little bit. Yeah, '08.
08.
Yeah, because he went from 8 to 12 to 16. I followed it a little
What
bit.
did I say? What year did I say?
11.
11. No,
Secretary. It's okay.
I mean 07. I mean 07. Meaning
Yeah.
campaign. He's coming up. So did you hear him speak in 04? Did you
No.
see his DNC speech?
No.
Okay. So
No.
06, you're not really following any of this stuff. 07, oh my God, someone's going to be a black president. This is pretty amazing. Let me
Yeah.
start following it. And then you said, conversation with mom changed your mind. You may want to see what of his some of his values are.
Yeah, and I'm glad she didn't direct me. She didn't say, "Oh no, you can't do this," or "Yes, you can do this," which I think is a huge issue, especially in the black community. But I think for a lot of families, period, where parents just try to say, "Well, you have to do this because of this,"
Yeah.
and they don't give their kids the opportunity to actually think for themselves. So when I researched and found that out, I tried to wake up as many people as I could. It was bittersweet when he won, and then it was like, okay, round two, 2012. are we going to do this again? And we freaking did it again. And it was just like, So
you weren't a fan of Obama starting in
No.
07, 08?
No.
Now, can I ask you a question? And then I obviously want to hear Phil's opinion on this. You said last night, being a black man who's a conservative, that a lot of your family has alienated you, right?
Yes.
Do you mind if we discuss that? And
No,
I know
not at all.
You talked about the story where you stayed at the Trump Hotel and your mom wouldn't go. Like, what's it like just being a conservative black man? Your family's alienating you. I think 90+% of African Americans vote for Obama or approve Democrat. Like, what's that like for guys like you?
Go ahead, Phil.
I mean, I'll be honest, like going back to what you're saying from last night, I competed at the Olympia. I always wanted to stay at a hotel where I had all the amenities that I needed. And it just happened to be the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas that provided that. I didn't really think much of it. I'm kind of like David. Like, I really didn't even pay attention to politics until Obama came
You're
about.
just staying at a dope hotel. That was
Yeah,
it.
that's really what it was. But,
And his hotels are dope.
Yeah, and they are.
Second to
concur,
none.
sir.
Yeah, they're amazing. I was always treated with great amount of respect, receiving letters from his son or, like, hey, because I'm there for 10 plus years. But anyway, I really noticed that a lot of my family would not meet me there.
Starting what year?
From the very beginning, but I
Like,
just didn't pay attention.
you're
Like, let's say
saying in
2008. So from 2008, I was staying at the Trump Hotel, right?
wow.
And, winning the Olympia in 2011, 12, 13, and so on. Not much, of them would come through. So,
So even pre
for-
him
okay, yeah.
becoming the president.
yeah, so
Got
like
it.
it was very interesting.
Because
So,
he was the leading the birther cause against Obama.
I have no idea, but I remember it had to be something
Which actually
like
it
that.
started with Hillary.
Right.
Trump didn't start that birther message.
So-
Trump
well,
just picked-
if
Trump
she
picked
started
up.
it, he certainly took it and ran with it.
Oh, no, he ran with it.
So definitely asking a simple question like, hey, like, why are you guys not coming through? And they're like, your mom hates Trump. And I'm like, well, what the hell does that have to do with
Prior
me?
to him running to president.
Like right before that.
Okay.
And I'm like, well, what the hell does that have to do with your only son actually staying here? Like, for me, it was just about like, did the person treat you wrong? No. Okay. At the end of the day, I looked at, from that day forward as, why are people just hating on this guy? You never met him. What policies are you disagreeing with? Because I would, love to be able to have some understanding. And for the most part, most of my family, they don't really talk about it. But when you talk about like force or like, pushing agendas, that is definitely, a part of, family. But I'm always the type that has always been in the middle. I always just want to vote, like, take the names off the ballot. Let me look at the actual policies and just what do I identify with? And that's how I've always voted.
Very hard to do, by the way. We talk about that a lot here.
But anyways, to fast forward to where David's at today. I mean, if you follow David's stuff on Instagram, David's got millions of views. Millions, it's not even proper to say millions of views. Probably hundreds of millions online views is what David's got. He's all over the place. If you're not already following him, you may want to go follow him to see what he's doing. Let's put the link below for folks to be able to find him as well. So if you enjoyed this little short segment from the podcast that we did, here's another short segment to watch. Or if you want to see the entire podcast, click over here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.